Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Connie and Carol at the table. And we are on a mission to expose all the bullshit to regular people like you and me.
We research, we report. That's what we do.
And we tell you where to go.
And we're not lying. What we're telling you is the truth.
So, there are many places that you can go to get educated. Okay. It's important that you know about our government. Okay. Maybe you're new. Maybe you just got your immigration status. Maybe now you're an American citizen. You probably know more about our Constitution than most Americans do at this point. But I encourage all of you to find a copy of the Constitution, get a copy for yourself, and read it. It's an important document for all Americans to understand. Another document is the Bill of Rights. You should own a copy of that and educate yourself on that. And I don't think that enough people self-educate, especially when it comes to facts. They'd rather go on rumor and hearsay and stuff like that than actually do the research, because they're lazy. I hate to say it, but y'all are some lazy motherfuckers, and you need to get off your ass if you care about this country. Fascism is upon us. You say it out loud. And the point of it is always the point of fascism is war. Every time, without exception. And we can point to Hitler and Mussolini. We have got to...
Wake up.
Yeah, wake up and understand. And the most important thing that we can do is be educated about it. Not guess. There are statistics out there available to see. There's an article that you can find either on Wikipedia or you can go to National Archives. National Archives is awesome. You can go there and you can go in the search bar and you can look up pretty much everything that has to do with our government. And it's a fabulous resource. Okay. Now, back in 1945, I believe, the United States Army put out an article. Actually, it was called Army Fact Sheet 64. And it was mostly directed to servicemen who, might have been out of the loop, and for families and for regular citizens. It was very important information to be handed out. And it describes fascism, what it is, what is the point of it, how it starts, how, and it's very interesting to draw the correlations between the Trump administration and the MAGA, and the way that fascism is fostered and the way that it grows. So, I think it's important at this point in the Trump presidency to understand what your rights are as an American citizen.
Because we know that Kilmar Abreu Garcia didn't get any of his rights. They just scooped him up in the middle of the night, said he was an alleged gang member from Venezuela, and they threw him in the most notorious, dangerous prison that you could possibly be in El Salvador.
And he was
a legal United States citizen. He kept telling them, I am a United States citizen. They did not care.
And he had proof.
And
if they would have went through the due process that he was, afforded, they would have found that he had a court order, right?
Yep. Court ordered in 2019 by a judge, do not arrest this man. Why? Because if he got arrested and went back to El Salvador, all the people he fled that were trying to kill him are going to kill him. So
he was here protected. There was a protective order.
So President Trump, I want to thank you personally for giving that innocent man, I don't care what he did, what you allege he did, but I want to thank you personally for giving him a death sentence. You
Piece
fuck.
of shit.
It's torture.
And it could, and you guys keep saying over there in MAGA world that, oh, whoops, it was just a mistake, but
It was an administrative error.
Yeah, administrative error, but there's ways to remedy that.
Big words for whoop, we fucked up.
Yeah, but there are still ways that it can be remedied, and a way to reconstitute this man into the American society, because this is a ridiculous situation.
Everybody's asking the same question: is how can this happen? We live in a constitutional world. We live with democracy. We have rules.
And
how
due
can this
process
happen?
is
And
like
due process.
The flagstone. It's I don't understand why the slow pushback. This is a blatant. All of these things are blatant, and the slow pushback from anybody is what's the best word? It's not just upsetting. It's not just like frustrating. It's worse. It's appalling. It's
scary
and frightening. Yeah, but it's like hello. There's a handful of MAGA, a handful, okay, and then there's the rest of us,
Little people.
billions of people.
Billions of little people.
But I tell you what, a bunch of fire ants could take down a grown-ass man.
Yes, it can.
And I feel like a fire ant right about now.
I feel like building a fire farm.
It's just really amazing that more people aren't like standing up. And the thing with these town hall meetings,
Don't yell at me, Connie.
right? I'm afraid to have a town hall because I don't want to be yelled at.
I don't want to be yelled at.
You know who
You're
said that?
a fucking senator.
Remember who said that?
I don't remember her name.
Senator Virginia Fox from North Carolina said she didn't want to have any town hall meetings because they're just there so that people can yell at you.
Can yell at me and yell at the person in Congress. They can yell at their congressional members.
You know what?
She didn't like that, bitch.
If you don't know, if you can go to Congress and say, "Here, I'm here for the will of the people in my district. My constituents believe that this is a right way to go." And I'm here to listen. But instead, they just want to go to their districts and lie to the people. And when someone lies to you right to your face, you get pissed. You're like, who are you talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Because it certainly isn't me. With this lie bullshit, it's not going to fly. So they get on stage and they say exactly word for word what Trump says, what Elon Musk says. Doge is good, IRS bad, Hegseth good, DOD bad, Pam Bondi, all attorneys general and inspectors general, all the IGs, I gotta go. They got to go. They're corrupt. They donated to to Democrats. Their second cousin, sisters, next door neighbors, dog voted for a Democrat. So it's the stupidity.
There's that word again.
It's inflaming, stupid, and
We got to fight back. We got to start fighting back.
it's here, people.
If we don't fight back, we're gonna.
Just because you can still go to the grocery store and buy toilet paper and food and gas and you see, like, every day is just another regular day. It ain't. It ain't. Because today is the day of the golden age. Don't you remember? April 2nd, Trump is imposing all these massive tariffs across the globe to all of our trading partners. Okay? So he wants to exacerbate the failure of our economy. If you go online and you go to any news channel, there's always a crawl. And on the crawl, it says S&P, NASDAQ, Dow. Right? And there's all those little arrows. They're either green and they're pointing up.
Yeah, but
or
they're all red and they're pointing down.
Okay? That's our economy, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's our economy. That's all the people...
It's
It's all
unconstitutional.
the stocks that people invest in. Okay? And because they were lied to, these companies... See, that's fascism. This is how it works. Trump looks at the companies and says, companies, listen to this. We are going to downsize your employees. Give you more modern technology. You get to keep all your money and get richer. And that's how we're going to take over the world. And then he goes to the workers of that company and says, workers, dig this. We're going to stick it to the man. We're going to ask for raises. We're going to get rich. We're not taking no for an answer. We're going to get wealthy the way we should get wealthy. No more millionaires telling us what to do. Right? Then he goes to the unions and tells unions, if you don't, you gotta do what we said, because we're gonna make you a lot of money. We're gonna make you strong. We're gonna take a lot of money. And then this person gets into office. And
Probably a sex offender.
And what do you see? What do you see?
Sorry.
You see it play out. That he lied to every group to manipulate them, to cause fear among each group, that if they didn't act by voting for him, that they would be doomed to economic failure and being poor and, all of that. So he played each group against himself. Okay? And it was all a lie. And all it did was make him money. See? You got goose egg. And he got everything. Mm-hmm. Everything. And that's the game with Elon Musk. Elon Musk and Trump. Elon decided that through his lens of a foreign person who doesn't know anything about our economy or our constitution or our rules and laws, said, I think I can corrupt the system. I think if I do what Trump is doing, but on a bigger scale, see, the more you lie to these people, the more it becomes the truth to them. And we win. Mm-hmm. See? So as long as we keep the people believing lies, keep them stupid, we can win. But I know if I spend all my millions of dollars that I get from you, by the way, I have $54 billion in contracts with one part of our government, and another $84 billion contract with another branch of our government. Since I have all these billions given to me from your government. Thank you for making me the richest man in the world.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really appreciate that. I'm going to do you
My brother
a solid.
appreciates you too.
I'm going to do you a solid, and I'm going to buy the election for you. I am. I'm gonna give a sense of eagerness to the country and say, I'm going to give you money and make you money and save you money, just like a fascist would. And then at the end,
I'm going to have a White House garage sale.
and once it's all said and done, and it's aha gotcha, because they did.
Mm-hmm.
They did a aha okie doke on you. It'll be too late. It'll be too late. It'll be where tanks are rolling down your suburban street, and thugs, not even real military people, just people who want a power position, will come rolling down the street, and bust down your door, and take what they want, do what they want.
According to President Trump, Denmark's, what do you say? Denmark is shameful. Denmark is shameful. But here's the thing, here's the question I have. We have NATO. We have Denmark and Greenland under NATO. Aren't they our allies? Won't, won't, won't.
Well,
Make it make sense for me, please.
dictator's gonna dick.
People are losing
And-
trust.
Well, see, our friends
Respect?
are now North Korea and Russia and Belarus. So our friends that we used to have, Canada and Europe and Mexico, are now shit to us. And you know what's really crazy, and it shows the bipolar nature of the psychotic infant that's running our country, or pretending to run our country, is the insanity that ensues. Everyone's just so willing to... Okay.
But not Canada. Canada said, Trump, if you want to lay tariffs on us, we don't care. Europe said the same thing. They're going to
Look.
start to pull away as defense allies.
Exactly.
Europe, you know, and
Trump made an agreement between Canada and Mexico called the I don't know what it was called, the Mexico-American-Canada Trade Agreement, right? He did that. Okay? He put that thing together. It was really weird, but he did it. And now he threw it in the garbage. He threw it away. He doesn't want anything to do with it. And where are you going, girl? Where are you going? She's leaving us. Can we leave it there? And I'll pick it up in a minute, because if you fall off that chair.
hello, I'm back. I dropped my ring on the floor.
Trump and Musk have nothing but contempt for America. They hate American people. Because...
They're both seriously mentally ill.
Oh, in a major way. Do you know that Elon Musk has a prescription for ketamine?
I did not know that till you told me that.
Yeah, a prescribed
Ketamine. Isn't that a horse?
Tranquilizer
stuff?
Yeah. I don't know how you go about, unless, he's part dog and he sees a vet. I don't know how you get that kind of prescription, but I'll tell you what. He went on some news channel, probably Fox, because they're friendly softball questioners. Said, you said that you have a prescription for ketamine, Elon. Do you think that you abuse it? And he goes, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I want to know what his doses are and how often he takes it.
Look, just like Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who was Trump's physician, during his tenure, the White House was known for its loose prescription policy, let's say. And when the ledger was produced, printed, and given under the Freedom of Information Act, I guess, it showed how many prescriptions that Dr. Ronnie Jackson was writing for congressmen. Viagra, Codone, Oxycodone. What's that date rape drug?
GHB.
Yeah, just
Ecstasy.
yeah. Okay, so everything is like okay. There are no rules and no laws every single time he's in office. And everything that they do and say is either confession or projection. When they say things like people are doing stuff in the middle of the night, that's what they're doing. When they say people are using cocaine in the White House,
That's what they're doing.
Don Jr. We've seen video of Trump doing speeches where the cocaine literally, or the Adderall, he likes to crush up Adderall and snort Adderall. But literally the crumbs fall out of his nose and fall onto his lapel. And they zoom in, the camera zooms in, and you see the white
Who is
drug substance.
Who is this?
Trump.
Oh.
Donald Trump.
Cokehead.
Yeah.
Yay!
So, I mean,
running my country.
Okay, first of all, he is a constitutionally illegitimate president.
I concur.
He is convicted.
That's right. He is a felon.
Convicted of 34 felonies, one of which was for insurrection against our government. These are things that exclude you from becoming president. Okay? Exclude you. You are not allowed. You're not allowed to hold any government office.
So who did he buy?
The Supreme Court, when Colorado came up against him when he announced his running and said that they refused to put him on the ballot. Of course, little baby Trumpster went to his buddy old pal, Justice Roberts, and said, "Hey, bro, I gave you a seat on the bench. Do me a solid and make Colorado keep me on the ballot." And Justice Roberts said, "Okay, okay."
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they put him back on the ballot.
They put him back on.
Oh,
the
wow.
ballot. So the problem we see is that everything rots from the head down. And the head begins with the Supreme Court and our presidencies. So, there are guardrails. There are guardrails in place that will stop a rogue president. The problem is when he has so many henchmen, these flying monkeys, I like to call them from the first term, like the Wicked Witch, right? She had the flying monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Trump has flying monkeys.
I believe it.
They're called MAGA.
Yeah, I
MAGA
see
monkeys. It's a repugnant situation when you can't hold the person in our highest office accountable. When you can't stop him from his own worst ideas and addictions. And
He's addicted to destroying our country. That is the only addiction that man has. He doesn't sleep because he stays up all night long figuring out how he can fuck us all.
But to what end, right? What does
He doesn't
get?
care.
What does he get? And
You
who's
can't take it
making-
with you when you die, Donald.
Who's making the promises to him?
Yep.
Who? If you destroy America, all the great wealth we can share. If you attack Greenland and Canada, oh, the great wealth we will share. If you force Ukraine into signing some bogus fucking deal to hand over their mineral rights and a ceasefire that'll never happen, we'll share riches. We can be rich together. Don't you want that? Plus,
Zelensky don't care.
Donald, think of this, my friend. All those years ago, when you go to a hotel here in Russia and you have hookers and prostitutes do pee on you, and we make video, we have this video involved, okay? If you do what I say, no video, go on TV like this. But look what we do to Melania. We show her boobies everywhere on TV. Everyone make fun and laugh for this whore. Because she's whore. And you marry this whore. You make this whore first lady. This is so fucking great. In Russia, we laugh so hard, this guy. We pee ourselves. Like the hookers, they pee on you. We pee ourselves. But seriously. We give you this job. We put you in place over here, the President of the United States. And now you owe us. We give you what you want, we break into your security and your computers, and we change whatever's. And now, Donald, it is time to pay the piper. Yeah, it's time to take over the countries. And then we be rich together. We might only live.
It's not going to happen. All you Trumpians are going to end up in jail. All you.
Yeah, we see. But you destroy it all before we go. Fist bump,
Fist bump.
We like to destroy and make life fuck up for you. Welcome to Russia, okay. But yeah, he's destroying our country for promises made to him by, I'm sure, Russia. I'm sure. He is so petty, Trump, and so small that he would trade our country, sell out our country to protect the PPT. Look what he did with Stormy Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to protect himself from that just so he could win the election.
Yep.
So do you think he's different now? I won that. I don't have to be bad anymore. I can be good now. No, Donald, we know truth for you. You marry whore. You get PP tape here in Russia. And now we try to fuck you unless you fuck up the world. That sounds more accurate. But I'm just talking here.
I know. I'm just reading.
So, I don't know.
But I don't, this is information that I had, but I don't know what I was saying here. It was to block Judge Boasberg, blocked Trump
phony powers.
Well, blocked from seeing his page or seeing information about him or something, and they called it his phony war powers. And then there were 3 judges that were involved in it, and they all said no. You can't have that power back.
He was trying to invoke some old 1800s war thing.
Yeah, and then they said no.
that has only been enacted in World War I and World War II, and now. So,
and Judge Boasberg said that if Mr. Trump doesn't, I won't call him president, he's not a president I look up to, if he, crap, I just lost my train of thought. Poopy.
Adhered to the order.
Said that basically if he doesn't leave him alone and he doesn't stop it, he's going to hold him and his entire party, who's ever involved, in contempt.
Yeah, because they're attacking the judge.
Yes.
Boasberg, saying
Yeah.
that he's an illegitimate judge, all these terrible things that he's saying. But what Trump didn't know, and this is the best, is Judge Boasberg was a college roommate to Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. So they're like real good bros. And so Brett Kavanaugh's like, don't fuck with me, bro. So Trump did a fuck around and find out. So yeah, I mean, they don't care who they attack.
Nope.
They just don't. They just don't. You want to talk about corrupt, and I only got a couple more minutes because I got to figure out what we're going to have for dinner tonight. But
Tell me what
I-
your
I-
thinking, sister.
I need everyone out there to do a little bit of homework, and this is what it involves. Okay. Justice Clarence Thomas. I would like all of you to do a little bit of back searching on Justice Clarence Thomas. Right now, I would have to say that he needs to go. He needs to be indicted and impeached and removed. He's very corrupt. Very, very, very corrupt. And I tell you who's a real close number 2, and that is Justice Samuel Alito. This guy.
Get out.
They need to go. Okay. So that's going to be the homework for you guys. Please like us.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe to us. Share the video if you would, please. We really appreciate every single view that we get.
We just
and-
come to be down to earth with y'all.
Exactly. We the people. That's us.
We're all the same if you really think about it.
And as we do on every episode, we want to give 2 shout-outs. One is to Midas Touch
Yes.
with Ben and Brett and Jordy.
Yep.
Mycelis brothers who do a badass job over there at the Midas Touch Network. MEIDAS Touch Network. Also, we have
Perfect.
Michael Popak with Legal AF. This guy.
I love him.
Wow, yeah, we love this guy. Okay. There's 2 ladies over on their channel called Hysteria. And I love them. And they do a segment called This Fucking Guy. And that is like my phrase for everything. I say this fucking guy all the time. So watch Hysteria, Midas Touch, and Legal AF. And we're going to keep coming at you fast and furious and keeping you up to date on all the bullshit that's trying to slide under your nose without being seen. So we're gonna keep bringing it to you.
Protect your nose.
So everybody, we can't tell you how much we love you and appreciate your support. And
Love you.
if you have any suggestions for content, we're all ears, always.
And remember, wake up.
Wake up.
Stay woke.
Yeah, because nobody wants to be in this nightmare.
You never know. Your kid may go up missing in the middle of the night tonight.
If he's just a little too brown.
Little too brown,
So-
got a tattoo in the wrong spot. If he's a hairdresser, who knows?
Yeah.
Give him any
He
reason.
supports soccer in Spain.
Yeah.
You know.
Love y'all.
Okay.
Peace out.
Good night, folks.
Good night.